There we go. Is that better? Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So, like I was saying, okay, no problem. So, since my mic wasn't working, I was mentioning that I beat it Svarrock, the S rank hunt. It's on my YouTube channel. You're amazing, Aino. I know. Thank you. And it was a very difficult fight. That's why I didn't stream it, because I knew I was going to at least take more than a few tries to beat Svarrock. And I did. I think it took me almost an hour to beat him. So yeah, that's why I just wanted to do it on my spare time, and but here we are. I beat him. This is my loadout now as well. And actually, I think I'm going to keep the loadout as is at the moment. I learned Shiva's ability because of that, and holy shit, Shiva's ability is so fucking OP.
Anything catch your eye?
Yeah, so we are going to do the side quests. There are a lot of side quests. And so apparently a few extras. So let's just do them one to one. I'm not going to do anything special. They're all in these different places as well, so where is it? Need to talk to Isabella. Okay.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago. Those things I said before.
So many were injured. Only by the grace of the goddess did so few succumb to their wounds. I'd say it was...
Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Yeah. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrec. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men, if it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation. Least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf? For your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well?
I hope that works out.
Will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did.
Oh, very nice that another upstanding civilian is back. So bullshit. I'll see what I can do.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck.
Boom. Okay.
Met this Duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Let's see what this asshole is all about. Like, making a new Sambrek, rather not.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be alright. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here.
I don't think that's the issue.
Place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbrek.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbrek is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose.
Yeah,
Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
I think
Sabine,
there's an...
You are embarrassing me.
What? Is it your wife?
You're embarrassing yourself.
Are you two married? Anyway, I think it's a difficult choice. They can do it, but with better arrangements, I think. I get where he's coming from, but don't do it at the way that he is doing, because it's just a stupid idea to make like poor people even more poorer for the will of the empire.
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'll be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
Yeah, that's the issue, because he still has the mindset of poor people shouldn't be in the empire, so everything that's been set up here to survive because they couldn't get to Oriflamme will just disappear and die out once again.
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started.
You're going for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn up and tell you you've got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, so a revolt is most likely what's going to happen here, if the Duke will do whatever the hell he wants to do. Again, it's fine that you want to build a city of Northreach, or the capital of Northreach, but don't cast out everyone here.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain Duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
The people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
Oh yeah, I wonder. I think that's more going to be divided. Like, the soldiers probably will, some are going to see a reason in what the Duke will try to do, and others will probably want to help the people out and see that's not that great of an idea. Of course, it's also possible that they're completely going to be like, okay, this is going to be good for the town. Yeah, let's see.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
But you need everyone and everything. An empire cannot last by just swords people. You need economics and whatnot. Like, that's stupid. He's on the, yeah.
You are embarrassing me.
You're embarrassing yourself.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law.
Neutral, like a dog.
No one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
Sure. Of course. Just that's a little bit ignorant, but sure.
As long as you remain,
You're the one who was talking to His Eminence.
On the Dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us cement and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
I don't know. It feels wrong. Like, sure, you're a soldier and whatnot, but do you really want to be a soldier that's just ignorant and just let everyone do as he pleases? I don't know.
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
To tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
But that goes both ways, right? Like, protecting the people, like, are you going to protect the people in the way that the Duke wants?
Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Yeah, but is it protecting the people outside or protecting the people inside? Because it can go both ways, right? I wonder.
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was, but...
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sanbreque, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation.
Okay.
I told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about.
Exactly.
Protecting Northreach.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
That's also how my thought process is.
Standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
I completely follow Philippe in this. I understand his vision completely. It's also how my thought process was. And I'm happy he followed it. Because it's very important. Protecting a people is, in my opinion, way more important than the land you're on. You can build an empire everywhere as long as you have the people, and not vice versa.
Ah, Clive, I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As of those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
Of course.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to.
Let's kill some Akashic.
That should be enough to keep them in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Is that greens? Isn't that a saying?
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole.
And they are for
Better that than
chocobos.
something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love them too,
Yeah.
which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
Alright, let's go to Eastpool. Yeah, I wonder if Gizzle Greens are actually pretty edible for human, because they're normally for chocobos. But hey, it's the vegetable, so.
I heard the Guardian saying this.
Wait.
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
While chocobos adore Gizzle Greens, their human masters find them significantly less toothsome, turning to them only in times of hardship, most often after their faithful steeds have already been added to the pot. Okay, that's kinda dark, but
These are Gazal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, Sir Wade. All of them.
Damn it all. I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
Akashic. A veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die fighting for their lives.
but they do need to.
Wade, you said you lack men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them.
And they are strong, like bearers can use magic without crystals, so it should be able.
My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter? To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. So
That's
we
cruel.
will. A home is not worth dying for.
Yeah.
But it is worth fighting for.
You're early.
Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything.
Martha is amazing.
Homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
They haven't known anything their whole life.
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
Martha is a good leader. Holy shit.
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Alright.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria! For Rosaria!
What?
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
Let's do this.
The calm before the storm.
Mm-hmm.
And here it comes. Let this village fall.
Fire breathing chocobo. Okay. Boom. Was pretty good. Didn't expect a fire breathing chocobo though.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Oh.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in East Pool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when East Pool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
Okay. Let's do this. Akashic girl.
Next one's mine. I might not know what it...
Run like the wind.
Let's go.
Thanks, Gal.
There it is.
There it is. With me, Torval.
Boom! That was a good fight. Very good fight.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
Hmm. Eastpool is saved.
We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Yeah.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't gonna rebuild itself.
Amazing.
They're not slaves anymore.
Mm-hmm.
no. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe
This is
you might
what
be right.
This is what should be.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too, and I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's Eastpudlian, Sir Wade.
Eastpudlian.
But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'd be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
It's so funny. Hey, deliver some seeds and stuff like that. And
Rossfield,
here she is.
do you remember our very first mission together?
Yes.
Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes.
Mm-hmm.
How could I forget?
There's one side that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time, I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield.
Mm-hmm. I'm so happy he still lives. I really do.
Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, man. Once again, I said it a lot of times already, but the side
Thank you
quests
again for
are
all you've done for me and mine,
really
my lord.
good.
You may rest assured that Eastpool will be safe in my hands. Thanks to you.
I pity the fools who don't want to do the side quests, because so much character development in those.
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed.
Of course.
And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which
True.
is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
I really would love like an old-fashioned medieval stew, like meat with the really greasy stuff. Yay! The emblem of Martha's Rest, personal fiefdom of the Golden Stables, indomitable landlady. To those with no love for the Empire, the settlement stands as an island of safety in the sea of anything but. Amazing. Next! So, 3 more to go. Let's start with Dalimil. Where is... Yeah, I kinda thought it would be you.
Take that, you naughty thief! And that! Stop it, Renz! It's dangerous!
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure? I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together. Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
Nice.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon. May there indeed. I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws.
Okay.
And they grow more organized by the day.
We'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud. By finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
Against a completely league of bandits? Sure,
Thank
why
you,
not?
my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you. I'll go and speak with him.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor? That's easy. One of them swings a sword, the other forges them.
Nah. I don't know. Maybe?
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition.
True. But not the good kind of outlaws.
Still in Dalimil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnes by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Alright. I guess we're going to disband the League of Outlaws. We'll show them who the real outlaws are. There, yes.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him. The one who killed Locke and Fingers. Take his head off.
Lock and Fingers. Ah, fuck.
This one. It's over.
Boom. There's actually an ability that I want to try out on mobs, so
Where are you?
I'm going to change out Giga Flare at the moment for
I see
that.
the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
Nope.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice.
No.
Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who has made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
Okay. I still hate those mindsets about bearers. It's just so stupid.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running. But we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing.
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds.
So, it bugs me. It bugs me so fucking much. Like, you're friends with each other for almost your whole entire fucking life. Your whole life. A person who is branded and as a bearer is someone who's... Yeah, he can't do anything about it. He's born that way. And still, after, like, what, 30 years, give or take? I don't know how old Ludor is, but 30 years being friends with each other almost. And now it's like, oh, he lied to me. Oh, he's a bearer. He's worthless. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I can't get into that mindset. I really can't. And it started way back with that one side quest with the guy who was best friends with each other. That told the garrison that he was a bear. Like, come on, dude. Like, seriously, your fucking best friend. It's so fucking dumb.
It's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
All right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try. And that is all I can ask of you.
Why are you taking the bearer's side, Victor? Are you one too?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
We knew all along that he was playing us for fools.
What
And
fools?
we fell for it. We followed him. A bearer.
And why is that so fucking bad? Like, why? I really can't see the fucking mindset, the logic about it. Like, he's a bearer, okay, he's still a person. Like,
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
Laughing
I'm
what?
sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil. And they will thank you not to get involved.
They rather
Townsfolk
see...
have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
Yeah.
You never know.
Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
They rather have their own fucking town wasted, killed off, like economy fell flat, than just admit that the bearer is a good guy. That's fucked up. Fucked up.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side? I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But...
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Is that really the best option?
You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp.
We have more pressing matters to have.
I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Apparently I forgot to tweet that I'm live. Ew. Jesus Christ. There's definitely going to be a follow-up quest for this one.
Why is everyone being mean to Lubor? He didn't do anything wrong.
Keep that child's mindset, please.
I'm going to go with him.
Drika.
What do you mean, don't jump to conclusions? He cast a spell without a crystal. What other conclusion is there?
That he's still a man? That he's still a normal human being? Even though he can't cast spells without a fucking crystal?
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
For a share in Lubor's ill-gotten gil, perhaps?
Let's fucking leave this town. Next. Next.
The bearer of the burning quill is within, my lord. Prithee enter.
Okay. We're going to get a side quest from you guys. From Sarah.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little and less, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake?
Uh-huh.
It will lead you straight to the village after but a short walk.
Can go to Titan Wake now.
I will.
Okay.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
Okay.
The greater number of our order live among the masses, hidden in plain sight. Even here in Tabor, our brothers and sisters pose as common folk. If any should reveal themselves to you, I beg you keep their true identity secret.
That wouldn't be a problem.
My colleagues await you in Kretov, my lord. But say the word, and they will be only too glad to share their findings.
Now, come here. There you go. Nom.
A village built around an airship.
Yeah.
Sounds like another Lost Wing.
I was actually thinking about Lost Wing.
Are just as friendly.
True. Okay. Yeah. Let's go through here.
Run like the wind.
Through the cave. Okay. fallen. Let's ignore them for now. Let's see this. It really has a vast place, right? Beautiful. Let's just bash through them. Oh, there's another obelisk. Nice. Let's see this town. I wonder actually if oh fuck. That's not good.
Oh no.
Did the Fallen do this? Yes, they did.
You'll pay for this.
Fuck. Yeah. Okay.
There may still be survivors.
Oh shit, I forgot to do something. Can I actually... I don't think I can change my loadout now, can I? Because I was actually planning on using this one. Yeah. Damn. Okay, let's see. Okay, and I am going to change Giga Flare to you. There we go. I think that's going to be a good attack for mob control. Okay, never mind. That's not a mob. Ah, fuck. Of course, the moment that I fight a little bit harder enemy, I changed out my Girafler, but oh well, whatever.
Should have stayed in the past.
True.
These must be Cyril's colleagues.
Yeah.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rashford, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
Clive is not happy with this. He's not happy.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey, I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Think no more of us, my lord. Only deliver our findings to the bearer of the burning quill.
Yeah, let's just teleport back. Oh boy. All of those fucked up people in the world.
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
Scroll containing the preliminary findings of the Undying's ill-starred venture into the ruins of Kritov, sealed within the wax imprint of a phoenix feather.
My thanks. I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided, had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them.
That's
we live
brutally
to
honest,
serve
yeah.
the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come.
Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him. As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
There's one thing though, I mean, I am a trained soldier with fucking unimaginable powers. You are archaeologists who have nearly no experience at all against monsters, so it's a big gap. Anywho, that's another quest down. I think there was one more, right? Yeah. Oh, there. The final one before continuing the main story. Oh. I think. Yeah, Theodore.
Ah, Clive. You'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right. I'll go and ask.
Thanks, Clive. I owe you one.
What's happened?
Don't blame yourself, Al. This is their fault, not yours. I know, but no buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
Bonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican army have fallen through. We've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the army jumped at the chance.
You had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
El, what's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
So the bearers are in the hands of the Empire now.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearers.
Yeah.
How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard?
How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting.
You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is.
Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants now.
Yeah.
If Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended. You go to Randala and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off. If she won't consider her prospects, someone has to.
I'll do my best.
Also...
Alright. To Randala then.
I don't...
Better not keep Eloise waiting.
I don't think Eloise will actually accept the Consortium if they are doing it like this. And again, she also has like her own state of mind that she wants to make sure that the bearers are free. Sure, she might have her own agenda that she wants to pursue at some point, but I just think that she at this point just thinks about the bearers and them living free. But if the Consortium is doing shit things like they are doing right now, it might make her think twice before actually joining them as well. I'm not sure how
Alright.
how it will work out, but we'll see. We'll see. What's that? Okay, just a Helgo. Yeah.
Straight home now. I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the Consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The Consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. As long as they pay.
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
Yeah. My associates will be sorry to hear that.
Yeah, don't double cross her, you stupid ass. What? I don't. That's also a logic I can't follow. Like, oh yeah, I want you to join me. Okay, let me reconsider it or consider it. Oh, you want to consider it? Well, here I'm going to double cross you.
Able to save them.
Eh?
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more. And he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least.
That's true.
They deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just... make sure he's safe.
Okay. Let's help Theo. Also, pretty smart move on Eloise her part. I didn't think she would fake it though. So basically, she just wants to help bearers. That's all. That's what makes her happy.
Faster!
I think Theo might be happy with that.
Time to fight. Straight home now. Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
Ah.
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area is flooded with ether.
That's not good.
Just have to pray he makes it out in one piece.
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me.
I can actually... I'm going to change my ability again. Since it's going to be a dragon, maybe better to do Giga Flare. Alright.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Let's do this. Later Takashik here. Probably because of the ether.
Where are you, Theo?
Oh wow. It really is infested with ether there. Holy shit.
The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
There it is.
Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy.
I defeated Svarog. Do you really think you can best me? Yes. Okay, and flex permafrost on 10 enemies by perfect dodging attacks with cold snap. That's nice. I'm happy it's like I thought it was going to be I thought it was going to be 10 enemies, but at the same time. There we go. Missed it. Boom. Yeah, since I defeated Svarg, I know how to deal with dragons, you know? If you can kill Svarog, you can kill any dragon.
Clive? Theodore, you won't be worried for...
Oh no. Are you serious right now?
We have to get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that.
Are they really going to kill off you?
There's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream. Theodore!
Fucking hell. No fucking way.
Take care
No, 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 no.
of my sister.
Theodore, wait.
Goodbye. Oh.
Fucking hell. Okay. I did not fucking expect that. Not in a side quest, especially. What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place. Against his will.
No.
It wasn't against his will.
No.
He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life. He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer, in more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted,
all I ever did. It was so we could be together. Oh, Theo. Why did you have to...
Jesus Christ. What a side quest to end this side quest streak
I know
of.
Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces, just like we always have, and to Theo's, wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen, the life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can, whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then, for Theodore.
Damn, man. Like, seriously. I did not think that a side quest going to kill off a character like that. Sure, now that I think of it, Theodore was basically introduced in a side quest, but still, you know, he was the brother of someone who was not in a side quest. Oh boy. Oh man. The emblem of the Crimson Caravans, porters of wide renown. They are based in Boklat, where traders from across Valestia flock to browse the 1,000 tables and transport their wares either throughout the Dominion or on down the Crystal Road to the lands of beyond. Fucking hell. Well, that was a fun side quest to end this streak on, right?
The Crimson Caravans is my family business now, and I would not exchange it for the world. I brought Theo here to be safe, and I have never looked back since.
I think that's it. Okay. Let's get back to the hideaway. No missive. Okay, let's just read.
Come back.
Read our letters first.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to Eastport, but as soon as the rebuilding work is complete, I promise to return.
So why are you still here? I've been having a quest again, and he's pool. Okay. Thanks again for helping get the dungeon in order. Had you not rode gallantly to our rescue, I reckon poor Owain and them a lot would still be stuck stilling Bytwater over Bonner. There's always room for improvement though, so don't get your knickers in a knot should I come knocking at your chamber door looking for more spheres and ash and whatnot. Middle. What happened in Eastpool with the bearers and the guardians has been a long time coming, and I'm proud that it could finally happen here in Rosaria. The Duchy of Old may be no more, but Archduke Elwin's dream still burns in the hearts of many, and it's through victories such as these that the fire will spread. This is only the beginning, Clive, but a fine beginning it is. Yeah, I'm actually very happy that the whole Barriers Live Free starts here in in Rosaria. I do think that's where it should start, because again, with the whole yeah, Clive Alwyn and such. The hell. I've been getting a lot of follows on Twitter by artists, so they're not really bots, but they are kinda I know. They're just looking for money. Anyway. It is hard to believe Theo is gone. Every morning I wake, I expect him to be there in the stables, watering the birds or readying the packs. Yet he is not, and it is everything I can do not to fall to my knees and weep. Still, I know I have to move on, but that doesn't mean I have to forget. My brother and I built all we have here together, so as long as I still have the caravans, he will ever be with me, and I shall honor him in death by carrying on what he strove for in life. This is what I choose. The emblem of Martha's Rest, personal fiefdom of the landlady of the Golden Stables, and an island of safety and security in a sea of anything but. It shows a sleeping chocobo, and the guardians and bearers of Rosaria can too rest easy, safe in the knowledge of that they have a friend in Martha. The emblem of the Crimson Caravans, porters of white renown based in the market town of Boklat. It depicts a laden chocobo. After the death of her brother and confidant Theodore, Eloise chose to continue the work they had begun together, freeing bearers from slavery just as she had freed him so many years before. Damn. Fucking sad, you know? Like, fucking sad, really.
The stew's awfully thin.
Let's go to Joshua in the infirmary.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
We are the shadows that quicken in the firebird's wake, and from the shadows we serve our Lord to those who would be his wing. Ring of the Swift Shot. Okay.
Come again.
I wonder what it does. A moment's hesitation can lead to any lowers charge time for charge magic by 0.2 seconds. Okay.
More for ya.
Okay.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
Yeah. You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
Yeah, Dion. I wonder if Terence is actually alive, or if he died with the twin sight.
What is this place?
Are you?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
These days, a lot of lanterns. Cheers.
From the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Was it you who guided my hand, then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear.
I don't think you can actually do a lot of.
I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Phoenix. It would seem that I owe you my wings.
I wonder how Dion will still keep going and play. I am so happy that he's still alive, by the way. I'm very, very happy.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes, it's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you come in.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash. Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I hope Joshua will live through this game. But for some reason I actually have a feeling that Joshua will die in the end, but like for real this time.
You've seen more of the world these past 5 years than most do in a lifetime. It's a shame you never had a moment to enjoy it.
Oh, there are new hunts. Oh yeah. A caravan of traders traversing the Valkyrie told me of a colossal beast they had encountered on their journey. To hear them tell it, it had the aspect of a dragon, a lion, and a scorpion all at once. Ah, so a fuck. I know what beast it is. I contested that it might be not but a mirage, a phantasm brought about by the desert heat. But the sweat which ran down their foreheads was cold and the fear in their eyes real.
I still say it were a compliment.
Say it all you like. It doesn't make it true. Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
Oof, she's mad.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
And tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right. If it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Thorn. The one they call the last king. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash.
and having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldemark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear.
That's Ultima.
Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Seriously? Oh, whoops. More side quests? Oh. Okay, just the one. I'm going to the toilet and I'll be back in a sec. we're back. Alright. Let's continue this.
Back again? What is it that you wish to learn?
The Grand Cast. Yay! And love. It finally changed. I knew, by the way, it got spoiled for me that they were going to be a couple. But still. I'm happy how they did it. It was a little bit of a slow burn. And I have my thoughts on Jill, but she's an okay character. Nothing really special, but yeah. Anyway, Journeys 2, Master Servants, Worships, Rescues, you... Oh! You have a name now. Gil. I didn't know that. I didn't see that. An orphan girl who pays for her bread by making and selling medicines. Her travels took her from Damakia to the Crystalline Dominion, where she nearly lost her life and the city was all but destroyed by Bahamut. After the flames died down, she labored to mend the wounds of the injured townspeople, eventually coming across a collapsed Prince Dion, who she nursed back to health. Like again, she has a meaning to this, right? Since the last time skip, she's been having scenes, how small it is. Something must be right. The Enterprise sails Clive, Joshua and Gav to the Shadow Coast. Oh, yeah, Gav. On the western fringe of Ash, from where their long walk to Stonehenge and the Drake Spine will begin. How many percentage do I have now? Still 76, okay. I didn't really do a lot of...
Thus ends today's lesson.
Didn't really do a lot of main story, so I guess that's normal. Anyway. Let's do this one final side quest, I hope, for now. I don't mind doing them, don't get me wrong.
Strong.
Oh, Yote.
My Lord Marquis. Your companions are kind indeed.
Everyone has been most welcoming. Lady Taria has been especially gracious. Though I know something of the medicinal arts, it is hardly enough to warrant the acclaim of one so skillful.
I must admit.
At first I doubted that her praise was sincere. We Undying are trained in what few simple skills might serve us and the field. But there is certainly no praise for those who excel in such endeavors.
That I see now.
That this is your way. You encourage each other, that each might lend strength to the cause, no matter how seemingly slight their contribution.
It was the greatest honor of my life.
To be appointed protector to his grace. I have served him in the capacity since he first began his journey across Valestia. The purpose of which was twofold. To further the Undying's knowledge of Ultima, and to further his grace's knowledge of you, my lord. After he learned of your survival, your brother insisted that we try to trace your movements. Thanks to the investigation of my fellow acolytes, we learned of you having taken the name of Sid.
But now?
Our journey together is at an end. His grace bids me remain here and protect those you and he hold dear.
So I bid you.
My lord, if I might be so bold, please look after him in my stead.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but His Grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found.
The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by, and our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
For Joshua, anything. Of course.
For Joshua, anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse.
Okay.
We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it. The stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood.
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
Alright, Phoenix, heal thyself.
I had only thought to ask for your assistance in finding a new source of stonerwort. But if you're sure about collecting it from the flood by the aqueduct, I should be most grateful, my lord.
Alright. Oh, nice, complete. Aha, there's one here. Actually, I'm going to read the notice again. And if he's not too hard to do. By the way, the name is Chimera. I remember it now. It's a Chimera. Trading to Valkyrie told me of a colossal beast they had on counter rangers. I hear them tell it. They had. Or is it a manticore? It's either a manticore or a chimera. Okay. Let's go to you first. First, let's see.
Ready, girl?
No spoeders, go away. Bam, 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 down. There it is. I see the float.
Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stonerwort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. Just my luck. I won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it.
that was what I wanted. Boom. Very nice.
Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right. That should do it.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Yotei, I brought back all the stone and water I could find. Will this be enough?
One of the few varieties of flora capable of resisting high concentration of ether. This herb is most often found in and around ether floods, where the fauna that would feast on its nutritious roots oft fall prey to their akashic cousins, if they don't turn themselves. It's interesting that there's like a flow that...
My lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
More than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Right. I think this one will have a follow-up quest at some point as well.
How do you split the sea, you reckon?
Huh?
Reckon we're better off not knowing.
Oh. Okay, let's go watch the missives, because there's apparently another one.
The stew's awfully thin.
Clive, there's but one crystal left, needs cracking, and but one man who can do it. See that you don't miss. Okay, that's like a very, very minor letter, but I will do that, Otto. Don't worry. But yeah, about Barnabas.
Let's go.
I wonder how long he has been influenced by yeah, I wonder how long he has been influenced by Ultima, if it's from the get-go or
Faster.
or not as long.
No need to ride from here.
You're finished.
Okay. Ah, oops. Boo. Is there like frame drops again, or is it just internet of mine that's doing hard? So yeah, I think he's going to be here. So let's see if I'm right.
It's over. You lose.
This is so weird. Why is my bitrate so low? I hope it doesn't affect my video as well.
Run like the wind.
No, this is salamander. Guess I was wrong. It's
Good girl.
So weird, why is my bitrate so low? Is my internet acting up again?
Run like the wind.
Where is this hunt? Oh, found him.
Be safe.
Gorgimera. Alright.
We're not gonna open this one. Stay close.
Was too soon. Fuck. He wasn't staggered. That's sad. There's a lot of So much easier, that's Farok. So much easier. Oh boy. Damn! 27k? Okay. And another orichalcum. Nice, nice, nice.
Someone your own size.
Anyway, I'm actually going to buy a few potions first because I'm going on a journey.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
Can you believe we were going to...
I think we'd better shut up.
Sounds like something's happening in the square.
Yeah, bullshit is happening in the square.
Are you looking for something in particular? My thanks. Here you are. An excellent choice.
Yeah. Alright, and with that, normally everything is in order to continue the story.
I have no reason to assume otherwise.
Well, then that changes everything.
Sid, did you know that chocobos are far more resilient to the effects of ether than most other beasts? Some say that's one of the reasons they were tamed for use as mounts in some places, so that an ether flood wouldn't mean instant death for their riders or drivers. Me, I reckon they built it up over generations. Too many foolish traders driving their birds into floods, and only the toughest surviving.
But still, chocobos that can't turn. We fought a fire-breathing one.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, if you have.
No.
But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of that?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise supremacy. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Joshua had a copy of...
If it please your grace, might I one day borrow the chronicles for a short while?
Of course, Lawsman Hippocrates. You need but ask.
Can I talk to you?
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next.
Don't think it will, but well.
apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why, so I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going.
Oh?
And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
Hope adrift on foam-flecked peaks, despair looms below. Yet in the dark, a flame is sparked that warms us in its glow.
Alright. Again, I do like that Bart changes up his songs. They go where I am in the story.
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
There we go. Our new destination. The Shadow Coast. The land long having fallen victim to the spreading blight, now even the most meager of scrub struggles to draw life from the ether-drained cliffs that loom above the barren coastline. To have been Deadlands, it actually looks pretty good. Or it isn't. I don't think that's Deadlands though.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
She can still turn into Whoa.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it.
Damn, Joshua. Didn't think you would punch Clive.
You're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it.
Right. Nice. There we go. Kingdom of Olud. Footfalls. Seriously, CBU3.
Wanted to visit Ash.
We're in
Footfalls.
territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
I doubt they would welcome us with open arms, though.
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
Well, we have Phoenix and Ifrit, so it's going to be warm.
This is as dead as Grieger's ghost. I knew I smelled something.
I see only orcs and a cache.
Let's hope the villagers made it out in time.
Okay. More orcs. Easy. Oh, chest. Whoops. Main square. Oh, I probably should change my Giga Flare. Going to change Giga Flare to Mesmerize.
It's Camber all over again. Where the hell are the royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clyde.
Beautiful. Oh wow. That's a bit of an army.
Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
I don't think it's actually fallen, to be honest. I think it just it was like that.
Delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stonehere.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slavering monsters.
Clive, you must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
Yeah, no. You're not.
You sure about this?
No.
About leaving my brother on his own. Of course.
Mostly.
Mostly.
It's been a while since Joshua called off Blood.
It's so old, it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Eastla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
The angry cap. Lol. Seriously. Damn.
This place reeks like a morble's arsehole. Though I'm guessing it's not the smell that'll kill us.
Whoops. I think I'll change my gauge as well to Wicked Wheel, because Mesmerize. Let's see. I'm going to change this to Will of the Wisps. This one to Mesmerize. And Wicked Wheel. Because if I do Mesmerize and Wicked Wheel together, when I wonder if that Flan is a normal enemy. Blue trifle. A lot of bigger enemies with
no holding back.
A lot of health. Oh, oh. Shit. Okay.
Bahamut's breath. Don't look down, Torgal.
Damn. A city by the cliffs.
That must be Estla.
Must be. abandoned as well.
What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter gap! No quarter!
Oh. So, mesmerize and weakest real. Actually, if I use mesmerize with lightning rod, that also helps. Good gaff. Easy, don't. More enemies? Of course.
Of course it bloody isn't.
That was a long ass mob fight. You would think it was the whole village.
Gav. Gav! Don't tell me there's more of the bastards. Oh, fuck.
Oh, hello. He comes to say hi.
Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for stone here. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
How are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
Jesus Christ. Yeah, sure. Why the fuck not? What the fuck? Is that a fucking barrier?
What did you do?
If the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Shit! No!
Clive, would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, they did. Exactly.
Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him, then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
All right.
Maybe there's something here we can use.
So, okay, so he blocked this out. I was actually wondering if he blocked this in or out. So, out. Let's see.
I thought we got them all.
So did I.
Well,
Please, no.
Miss. Whoa, easy, easy. We're not turned, all right?
Guard dog.
My thanks, kind travelers.
Edda, forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arcade. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by the ether. Till only I remained. By then, I was too far along to run. And then the nights came. And I didn't know what to do.
And this, Arcade is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
The end of the world.
Hmm.
You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. Gone east to the tower, to Reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith, my husband.
I wonder how come she stayed.
You thinking he did this?
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
And what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any other explanation.
You mean it's a bearer?
Maybe.
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out. This tower. That's where we'll find the king.
What about Joshua?
I knew it. It's the same as Phoenix Gate. Which means at the end of these stairs should be...
The film mural. Oh no, not one, but even more.
It's complete. Ultima and this vessel Ifrit. Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here. But where is the Phoenix?
There. Indeed. So I was right. It's not Ultima on the plate, it's
By the founder.
Ifrit and Phoenix. Oh fuck.
So that's what you want, isn't it, Ultima?
Ah, nice. I was right. A friend kept saying, because the Undying said it was
So that's how it's gonna be then.
because the Undying said it was Ultima on the mural. I still thought it was kind of Ifrit slash Phoenix, and apparently it is. I'm actually going to see if I can find anything. I think I'm too late. Oh well.
I'm not asking, Gav. I need you to stay with Edda.
What?
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
Aye. Just don't you go dying on me. Sid's name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet.
Let's go. So I guess we go here. Yeah, indeed. The Age of Infinity. Okay. Very nice name.
If Barnabas is controlling the Akashic, then wherever he goes, they'll follow. And so will I.
I wonder how many fallen ships has been like grounded. We still need to learn more about that too. Oh, there's like a whole section here that I missed. If you want to see what it has. Just looking around. I actually should have
Let's
done
go.
this earlier, but whatever.
All right.
Lake. Oh, it's Ahriman.
You deserve a rest.
Adamantine gauntlets. Okay. What does that do? Okay, not bad. Unlock more, which admittedly only protects one's wrists. Gauntlets cover both lower arm and hand. Any drop in mobility is made up for by an increased threshold to pain. Okay. I could survive longer, but I won't do that.
This is it, boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think this is the best place to quit for now. Let's see. I have a few more days. 79. Okay. I'm going to stream a lot tomorrow, or that's at least the plan. I'm going to stop it here. And I think Reverie is going to be another big one. So yeah, I'm definitely going to focus everything here out. So all this is still blocked. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave it as this. I hope you enjoyed the episodes. I actually did a lot of side quests done, and yeah. We infiltrated Ash, but of course Odin knew everything. And we are going to probably battle him for the first time in Ash, that is, tomorrow. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I'm Vexkin, and I'm out.